Hi, my name is Ann Pizarro. I'm with Blend Connection. Today I've been at the Houston Soul Explosion Expo and I met the amazing Lilous Massé. So I am so excited to meet you because I have heard a lot of great things about you. So we are filming for the Special Sauce series, and the Special Sauce series really looks at that special sauce factor that brings out in people when they're really rocking their life. Oh, you need music where she's dancing. Okay, so Blend works with holistic practitioners to help them rock their practice, help them be successful, sustainable, and profitable. So Lilou, thank you so much for sharing a little bit of time with us. Can you tell us who you are and what you do?
Yeah, I actually interview people. Usually I'm on the other seat. I'm the one asking the questions. I'm traveling the world right now throughout 12 months tour, interviewing New York Times bestseller, authors, healers, practitioners, athletes, entrepreneurs, to understand and to inspire others to live really a fulfilled, juicy life. So I'm traveling, and I just came back from 6 weeks in Hawaii, interviewing amazing people, and now I'm in Houston for 2 days, then next Chicago, and all these videos are going out on the internet on YouTube, and shared with a global community online. It is just growing every day because we all want good, positive information. I want inspiration. I want to be healed completely so I could totally live my full potential, and so I share on video blogs my own insights and challenges and adventures and what I'm learning from those amazing teachers. And everybody is kind of seeing and being part of this movement, this global transformation, this healing that is taking place, the shift that is taking place, and all of us are being impacted by this information that I feel and I've always wanted to put out for free for people on YouTube. I've always had that calling, and it's just like one of those passions that takes me, that is stronger and powerful and drives me to do it, and I can't help it but not doing it. Yeah.
So one thing that you mentioned was some of the great lessons that you've learned along the way with interviewing different famous people, entrepreneurs. So what would you say from those interviews are one or two lessons that you've learned that you've been able to apply and impact to your life to become the success that you are today?
It's really, and that's a great question, because for me it's really about living unconditionally, really going full out, no holding back, giving it all, and not really expecting anything, just really enjoying the ride, enjoying every single moment, and being present, and having fun in the process. And then I think then we become inspiring, we become magnetic, and the more I'm noticing, the more I'm opening my heart, the more I'm healing those different aspects of myself that I thought were totally unlovable, that I was hiding from others. The more I'm exposing those, the more I'm being authentic, the more I'm being vulnerable and okay with those and loving those aspects, then things just naturally open up and opportunities then come. And I love, today there's JC that's here, and that was in the coming to meet me at the expo. And he said something great, that he read in the Sedona method, which was not, we have a tendency to say we have to release the old stuff, we have to let go of all those things from our past that are no longer serving us. But he mentioned something that was really cool, which is we have to also let go of even those positive and successful experiences, because there might be something even greater. Yes. So I think it's constantly stepping in this unknown and allowing ourselves to not exactly know what's going to happen, but really create that powerful intention for ourselves that our practice for your own clients, or the viewers, or for me, or the interviews and the people I'm going to meet and the interaction, all of that is just going to be magnificent beyond belief. And I'm asking a lot of non-physical help. I'm really asking the angels, bring on the juice, I'm ready. Yes.
Well, a lot of holistic practitioners, they have a lot of fear about showing those hidden parts of themselves, because it's almost like, how can I help you when I myself am needing help also? So how would you give somebody some information or insight onto that.
That was cool. Yeah. You're good. Oh my God, this is juicy. I think it's really about just being ourselves, and I think it's really, really important that the teachers and the healers are really clear also about their own struggles. This is not anymore the era where it's guru and you're the teacher and I'm the student. We're all in this together. And that's why the Juicy Living Tour that I'm doing is everyday inspiration from everyday people. Because whether it's at the top and it's a person that is a billionaire, as I've interviewed, or somebody that is just really coming out finally and daring to speak out, we're all in this together. And we all have something to say. We all have something to share. And it is now time to share our truth, to share our voice. Now
we're going to switch gears a little bit, kind of turn it more to the business side. When I talked to you earlier today, you told me that one of the things that really helped you when you lost your job, walked away from that, was that you had a marketing background. That is tremendously insightful, because you know, people look at your success on YouTube and say, wow, how did she do that? How did she make her story rock? How did she be able to get to this level where she's interviewing famous people? So how would you say that your marketing background assisted you in being able to propel your journey forward?
Well, that was definitely, I believe every single step of our life, everything that we have experienced in the past is useful, especially when it becomes to our life purpose. So there's, for 8 years, I had a business which was to create websites and to create logos and brands. I've always been interested about the power of a brand. I did a lot of research when I was in business school on how to create a strong brand online, when the internet was not that strong at the time. So there's always been that the technology and the branding is really important. And by branding, I mean, you know, everything like Apple, for example, Apple computers, it has a resonance. It has a, it rings a bell, it has a tone, it has a personality, the same as a person. And I think we're in the era that we have to now brand ourselves. Because we are going to change jobs, we are going to experience different things, and it's about really being in integrity with ourselves. And no matter what kind of job we're going to do, we still have to be professionals and really do it from the heart. So the branding has to do with being consistent, being truthful, and create an identity for your brand that is going to stay over time and that is going to become maybe even iconic. And to do that, you have to be consistently putting out something that people can relate to and is going to be consistent over time, meaning you know, a logo, because a lot of people, it starts with a logo. It does. Like, it's not, I know your arm, I'm used to holding the mic, you can feel it right now. Yeah. But anyway, the logo is important, and how you create the colors and the fonts and everything. It's not something that you play with over time. You can play a little bit, but you have to really create something that, even to the font and to its vibrations and the colors, it corresponds to whatever you want to project. And I think in the spirituality and New Age, you know, we really have to do it clean now. We have to bring really elegance and just, that's why I called it the Juicy Living Tour, because I didn't want to add a lot of fluff to it. And I think sometimes there's a bit too much fluff in the spirituality. It is, I mean, this is the time right now where it is accessible to everybody, and we want to have our practices for your practitioners, and I can hold it a little bit to release your arm. How about that? And it is time and it is time for us to really be responsible for the message that we bring out to the world, and the brand, and how we're going to show up, whatever we're going to put out, whether it's a talk, whether it's somebody that we're going to interact with, whether it's a video, a flyer, a business card, a website. All of that is part of the brand. All of that has to be professional and be really resonating with the essence of what you want to bring out to the world. and not overdo it. Simplify, simplify, simplify is really the key, so that the same thing in our own personalities in our life, we have to make it work, and we don't have to torture ourselves. It can really come easily, especially with spiritual people. I mean, we are tuned in, tapped on, tapped in. It is, we feel co-creators, so we can definitely create powerful brands. And the cool thing with my online branding is that I really understood that the videos, for me, is the most powerful marketing tool. Just doing videos is, then you don't have to read. Personally, I prefer to watch videos than read the whole website, and it's more personal and direct. So I really recommend doing a lot of videos to practitioners, and to explain just in a real way, their passion, and really opening up to what there is, instead of just trying to sell or explain. And even if you're not uncomfortable, just really learn to continue open up, and with time it really comes. And the videos should be optimized, and by that I mean, it's like a website. You have a title that gets a little bit more technical, but you have a title, a description, and tags, keywords. You need to choose what you're going for, and then have the keyword. Let's say it's massage, and you want maybe a specific kind of massage, like be a bit more specific, and use, like, let's say tantric massages, if that exists. I don't know. I'm ready to discover that. You would put that in the title, in the description, and as a keyword, always repeating, so that you start building up, and the search engines love that. And in Google, you do have just a specific area for videos. And so that's another opportunity sometimes to bypass other websites and be at the top of the research, because people research things, and there's some fantastic free tools around Google that they offer to know exactly the keywords. I don't really go that much into detail anymore, but that's how I got started, and now I have 9 million video views on YouTube. So there's something.
Cats or dogs, right?
No. Or sex, or things that really sell. No, without using that, and really just being, the main thing is just being ourselves and being consistent and doing it from the heart, and then new ideas will come one step at a time. We don't need to overwhelm ourselves, but create solid foundation, and the foundation is really the brand. You are great, but you need to get out there, and not be afraid to get out there, and even have, I use my iPhone now all the time. How easy is that? You really film with your iPhone. You can even have your clients and film them, or have feedback, and then click send to YouTube, and it goes straight to the channel. You don't need to edit. You don't need to download. You don't need to do any of that. I mean, it's really, really easy now.
Well, and in that aspect of the easiness, sometimes not having to edit keeps the conversation organic and real. Yeah. People want real connections. They want to know that you have issues that are similar to other normal human beings, that you're not sitting on some fluffy cloud. Yeah. You're not, right? Somewhere.
You are sitting on a pillow.
I am actually sitting on a really fluffy cloud. And so, those kind of conversations, I think, are fun when you can bring the comedy into things, when you can bring the reality and just the naturalness of people. That makes things more real. I guess that's the reason why those cats and dog videos are natural, because they just actually naturally act that way.
No, but it is a very important point, and I think I left even my videos back when I started in 2006, and I was really afraid of the camera, and I was not comfortable. And I left them, and they're all there on YouTube, because every one of them, you never know who it's going to impact at a time, at whatever, it's going to be real, it's going to be right for somebody. Yeah. And just let's do it, and let's have fun. I have some videos where I just decided all of a sudden to put wings, and I'm an angel of love. I'm like, message from the angel of love, Lilou, and I'm just, hello, my beautiful angels. This is Lilou, angel of love, and today I'm here to bring a message to you. And I'm just having fun, and things open up from there. I just don't try to do it because of or in order to. I just do it because this is me. This is I want to have some fun, and I just want to share a message of inspiration. So as long as it's kind of still within what you're doing, you can be really creative and allow yourself to let it flow.
And you've given so much insight already in terms of tips for holistic practitioners. I had somebody actually comment on my Facebook wall about how branding and spirituality and holistic practitioners had nothing to do with each other. And I'm really glad to hear what you've said, because creating that as a foundation for what you do is really a representation of everything that you're doing in your life. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. I love holding the mic. I'm so used to it. I'm just like,
now, and I was just like, oh Lord, how does she do this? So, you know, in terms of marketing themselves, sometimes holistic practitioners have an issue with marketing themselves. They're not sure how to do it, how to get out there. What would you say would be a great tip or two for practitioners to get themselves out? I know you mentioned video marketing, and definitely with the research tools and the keywords, those are such great tips. What would be a unique marketing approach for a holistic practitioner?
Get out there.
Get out there.
We really have to. I think the videos are great. The really from all those little iPhones, and I know not everybody has an iPhone, but there's other wonderful, the flip camera or other wonderful ways to just record and upload immediately, as easy as possible. Raw is good, as you said earlier. Really just. Yeah, really, that's we all want real now. That's TV shows are just overrated. They're just really overrated. It's time to. So I think just really bring in the videos, and what else would I say? The websites, the logos are important, and go beyond those fears of, I don't know, what are the fears of a holistic practitioner mainly? Because there is some that are really doing beautiful, and they're really getting out there, and that are huge, and really doing great. And I think there is this thing in the spiritual world, like this kind of thing about money. Like there's something wrong about money, and I think it's now time to. Money is money, and money is energy, and I'm also battling with that. My perspective on it is that sometimes we use money as a way too big excuse to really make things happen, because there's so many different ways to get out there. Like my Juicy Tour is financed through the donations of viewers, and I'm in this paradigm where it's not so much about making money, but and yet the universe is totally supporting in an amazing, abundant way. So I'm not anymore so much into that business paradigm. And I'm really doing it, and I'm doing it with the heart, and things are just unfolding naturally, and I'm allowing the right opportunities to come. And I know there's a lot of generous, loving people, especially in this field, that just do it, and we just want to do it for free. And I totally get that. I do my videos for free too. I have a hardest time to just ask for money or support, but it's time to step up. And here's the thing, is that there is some healing to do, and that's our work, to heal that aspect of ourselves, so that we know our worthiness, and because then we're doing a disfavor otherwise. So the more we're stepping in and loving that aspect of ourselves, and loving even society or the corporations or whoever we can be crossed at for making all the money and holding the wealth, we have to have compassion, we have to have love for that, and loving those unlovable aspects of ourselves, and then things start to really open up. So I think the work is really on ourselves. We always have a tendency to blame the others, and that's easy for her or whatever. No. We have to all do that quantum jump. When I started the Juicy Tour, there was no funds, there was no sponsorship as I thought there would be. I had to really just say, this is going to start by the 11th of January 2011. I'm going to get it started. I don't know how this is going to happen, but I'm going to take a plane to New Mexico, Santa Fe, and get this started. And this is going to start. I know I must do this. And so it was a quantum jump. It's like jumping off of a cliff. It's really, there's nothing there, there's no net, and you don't know. What I did know is that I had to do it, and from the moment I stepped in that dream, because I really feel that now I'm fully in my dream, the 2 feet in, not just one, checking how things are going to turn out. No, really the 2 feet in, and then once those 2 feet are in and in this dream, the universe totally supports it. That's the truth. It's like there's amazing support. That same day when I started the tour, $1,000, I had just bought a computer of $1,000, $1,000 just came in the website, on and on and on, and there's been thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to support the tour, from donations of apartments to donations of places to flights to money, everything. And it hasn't come from who I was thinking it would come from. So there's new models that are being created right now. So I'm really inviting people to just discover it and create and step in this new paradigm. And we don't really know what it's going to look like, but things are changing. There's more and more exchanges that are happening, and that's I'm experiencing a lot of those. And those are beautiful. It just naturally happens. We have to see the universe as a loving place.
That almost answers my last question for you, which is, what's your special sauce factor? What makes you a saucy lady?
I show up.
Ooh, I like that.
I show up, and when I really feel that there is I'm inspired by something, I do it immediately.
Good.
I really don't overanalyze it. If I feel the green light, like if it feels right, if it feels good, I immediately do it.
Yes.
And so some people around are like, "Whoa, she did it!" Yeah, because that felt good, and that I just made it happen. I made that call or that email. I started to get the ball rolling instead of procrastinating, and then it takes a lot of your mind and your energy instead of just doing it. So let's just jump. It's time to jump. It's time to live juicy lives, and to live juicy lives, we have to get outside of our comfort zone. And that's what I love about traveling and being on the road so much, because I cannot, from the thing I take with me in the luggages to going to hotel rooms or different places, I don't have any hiding place. I have to constantly get out and grow and expand and look, healed. But heal in a very light way, not like, my karma and my healing. And I've looked at that, but it can really be really fast now. I really think we can heal really super fast and make it fun.
Especially when you get out of your own way, and get the resistance out of your own way. And that's one thing that, we try to work with practitioners, is that when you say you can get your business, I see where your business is at. Move over. And so thank you very much for such great insight. I learned a lot.
Cool.
So give thanks.
Thank you. Juicy lady.
Juicy lady.
The questions to I'm traveling the world right now throughout 12 months tour, interviewing New York Times bestseller authors, healers, practitioners, athletes, entrepreneurs, to understand and to inspire others to live really a fulfilled, juicy life. So I'm traveling, and I just came back from 6 weeks in Hawaii, interviewing amazing people, and now I'm in Houston for 2 days, then next Chicago, and all these videos are going out on the internet on YouTube, and shared with a global community online. It is just growing
Things about you. So we are filming for the Special Sauce series, and the Special Sauce series really looks at that special sauce factor that brings out in people when they're really rocking their life. Oh, you need music where she's dancing. Okay, so Blend works with holistic practitioners to help them rock their practice, help them be successful, sustainable, and profitable. So Lilou, thank you so much for sharing a little bit of time with us. Can you tell us who you are and what you do?
Yeah, I actually interview people. Usually I'm on the other seat. I'm the one asking.
Hi, my name is Ann Pizarro. I'm with Blend Connection. Today I've been at the Houston Soul Explosion Expo, and I met the amazing Lilou Massé. So I am so excited to meet you, because I have heard a lot of great
Every day, because we all want good, positive information. I want inspiration. I want to be healed completely so I could totally live my full potential. And so I share on video blogs my own insights and challenges and adventures and what I'm learning from those amazing teachers. And everybody is kind of seeing and being part of this movement, this global transformation, this healing that is taking place, the shift that is taking place, and all of us are being impacted by this information that I feel, and I've always wanted to put out for free for people on YouTube. I've always had that calling, and it's just like one of those passions that takes me, that is stronger and powerful and drives me to do it, and I can't help it but not doing it.
So one thing that you mentioned was some of the great lessons that you've learned along the way with interviewing different famous people, entrepreneurs. So what would you say from those interviews are one or two lessons that you've learned that you've been able to apply and impact to your life to become the success that you are today?
It's really, and that's a great question, because for me it's really about living unconditionally.